All right, good morning, everyone. Not many sneakerheads, right? It's okay. It's all right. I got plenty for all of us. Name's Amari Ruff. I'm founder and CEO of Sudu. That's speed and tempo in Chinese for those that were wondering, and correct pronunciation is Sudu. So just thought that was pretty cool, and we felt that that spoke a lot to the efficiencies that we provide our customers from a technology standpoint. So we're in the logistics industry. Everything we see, we touch, we eat was most likely moved by a truck, right? On one hand, you've got your truckers, which 1.2 million trucking companies in the United States today, but 90% of them have 6 or less trucks. Then you've got one shipper could spend over $1 billion in shipping per year in the industry. Very, very large industry, but 1 out of every 4 transactions go through a freight broker, and that's the problem. Freight brokers sit in the middle. Those large shippers would love access to those small and medium-sized trucking companies, but they don't have the bandwidth to work with them. Small and medium-sized trucking companies want access to quality freight from those large shippers, but they don't have access to capital, scalability, all that good stuff, so they have to go through freight brokers. Freight brokers are glorified call centers, limited transparency throughout the shipping process, and their sole goal is to maximize margins off of every transaction. This is what they look like. They receive freight information, those individuals are jumping on the phones, making phone calls, sending faxes to complete a transaction. And a little fun fact is that the top 20 freight brokerage companies in the United States today account for less than 18% of the total market. Extremely fragmented, right? So the way we solve this market mismatch is through the Sudu marketplace. In our system today, we've got over 300,000 trucking companies that we know every single thing about. We know truck type, trailer type, lanes they like to run, commodities they like to move, if they're minority, women, veteran-owned, all the way down to the way they like to be communicated with, which is most important. So here, when Sudu receives freight information, we take all those preferences into account, and that's gonna give us a top 10, top 50, in this case, top 748 trucking companies that best fit to move that load at that particular time. But it doesn't stop there. We take pride in communicating with the carriers in our network the way they like to be communicated with. It's not realistic to expect these guys to download a mobile app for sole communication. So we develop multi-ways to communicate with them. So this could be via our carrier portal, mobile app for those that are a little more technology savvy, but we develop chat bots. At the push of a button, we can call 5 truckers or we can call 500 truckers. Once interest is sought in that load, it's transferred back over to a human to complete the transaction from a pricing standpoint and dispatch of that truck. By the end of the year, that chatbot will be able to complete that entire transaction from booking that truck to pricing and dispatching. What I'm talking about today isn't what we think or what we hope to do, it's what we're doing today. We're a real company with real revenue, with real customers that we're providing solutions for today. Today now, for those investors out there that may be interested, we're doing over $600,000 a month in GMV today, and we're steadily growing. We're currently looking and gearing up for a Series A raise, so for those that are open to have the conversation, feel free to connect with me. And with us, with Sudu, moving freight from A to B is just a foundation. As we continue to build our marketplace and build this ecosystem, the opportunities are endless. Industry's going through a transformation today. Just like these other industries went through transformation, Sudu's in the middle of the logistics industry today. And this is the team that's getting it done. Thanks a bunch for your time. If you're interested in learning more, we've got a booth back there. Thanks a bunch.